All right, yeah, here we go, another video. So, I just got done watching UFC 199 Embedded, which is basically like a pre-fight show. They do 5 of them. There was 5 episodes. There might be more actually, but it's like the count. There's one called Embedded and there's one called the Countdown. It's basically hyping the fight leading up to the card, and they do it weeks out. So I know I'm shooting a video while I'm driving. I figure you guys can look at me while I look at the road. All right. Here, I'll put my seatbelt on. Okay, so Uriah Faber is fighting Dominic Cruz for the second time in his career, as far as I know. Might be the third time, actually. I think Cruz won one and Uriah won another. I really should know more about this, but I know that I'm pretty sure that they both won one. And TJ Dillashaw, who Uriah Faber kind of, brought into the game a little bit, who's now, abandoned his team Alpha Male and gone somewhere else. He was the last person to fight Dominic Cruz, who had been coming off of an injury, maybe like a 2-year layoff. The dude stayed getting injured for a while, even though he was the dominating champ. He still is. My point is, Dominic Cruz is going to win easily. I don't think Uriah Faber has got it anymore, and I don't think he's had it for a little while. I think when Jose Aldo tore into his leg and tore into his little squishy soft body, that was about it for him and his fight career. Because if you're not fighting to be the champ, what are you doing? Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like I'm training to fight the best fighters in the world right now. So, and as where a couple years ago I had the skills, I had the potential. I don't want to say the skills, but I have picked up a lot of skill over the last couple years. But really rather like the confidence. It's so mental. Just little things. Adding so many things to my game. I mean, now I have a game. You get what I'm saying? It's like first you work on your striking. You work on your basic techniques, basic boxing, punches, footwork, range, timing, all these things. I'm throwing techniques that guys that 155 pounds aren't throwing. I'm doing that at 180 pounds right now. Okay, like spinning heel kicks, spinning back kicks. Beautiful kicks, okay? Like roundhouse kicks, all that regular stuff, knees, elbows. I got a jab to a front elbow, to a lead elbow, basically like on some John Jones shit that like is devastating in its own right. Like, and that's just a 2-strike combination. Like, another thing I want to say is a lot of these guys, you watch their highlights. They're highlights for a reason, okay? And, you see their knockouts and everything, and like, you see their highlights, you know what I mean? And if you just somebody looking at them from the outside in, you're looking at it like, man, these guys are crazy. Like, these guys are crazy, or maybe it's like, you give them too much of the benefit of the doubt, which is what I was doing for a long time. Like, I would see it on TV. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can, man, that's amazing. Anderson Silva, man, that's amazing. He's like the Michael Jordan of the UFC, and this was like 7 years ago. Like, which shout out to Anderson Silva. There's not really a whole lot of guys that are real fighters, and this is what I mean by that. John Jones, that's a real fighter. If you look at his fight with Alexander Gustafsson, you'll see a fight, okay? A real one. Frankie Edgar, that's a real fighter, okay? Who's my boy from Philly? Vinio, no. I can't remember his name. I mean, I want to name some fighters today that are actual fighters. Conor McGregor, of course. That's a real fighter. The Diaz brothers, those are real fighters. Like guys who come out and actually fight you. You get what I'm saying? Other guys, like a lot of guys, they're like, they get there from their wrestling pedigree. One, they have tremendous cardio. Two, because they can literally like close the distance. And if they can't get the takedown, they can do some freestyle shit, some freestyle wrestling, some Greco. They can kind of like manipulate positions and win the fight. They get a win. You know what I'm saying? 3 rounds, 3 5-minute rounds. Unless you're the champ, you're gonna fight 5 5-minute rounds. Okay, so anyways, my thing was I want to make a couple of predictions. Rockhold will win. He'll beat Bisping. And, you know, these guys are such jokes, man. These guys are jokes. Stay tuned. On some real shit, stay tuned, dog. I'm feeling healthy right now. I had like banged up my shoulder a little bit. I came all the way back from that. I'm stronger than ever. Like, it's about doing everything, okay? All of it. Reps, high reps.